Hi. So today I thought we'd look a little bit at light and shadow. Um, we're still going to do drawing, but I'm going to use these soft pastels, and I've got a dark page, and that way what we're going to work with is light, and we'll work at seeing negative spaces, and we're going to do these roses here, these beautiful red roses, which came from the park. So I might add a few pastels here, I might add a few lighter ones, because none of these are super bright. And yeah, I think I'll add one more lighter value. So but yeah, basically these are gonna, you can see they're quite bright, so they're gonna be the light part of the roses, and we're gonna use this for the light behind them. But okay, so we're gonna get started in just a minute. I'll just angle the camera a bit around, so hopefully it stays in place. No. Yes. I don't know. Just bear with me. Okay, I think you can see the paper and the roses, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm working on. Yeah, I'm gonna grab. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is we've been working a lot with line. And what I thought, just thinking whether I want to turn that sideways, but no, is that I can use these on their side maybe, and we can work with some, just making some shapes. So some of these roses are, I might actually move that. The nice thing about this is, so I can use it, make a line, I can use it on the side. So this is also a little bit closer to painting because you can block in large areas. Okay, and this one, I'm thinking there are circles, and it's very dark on the inside, so we'll try and keep some of that. This one is kind of quite open, that one back there, and then this one is, so I'm just kind of placing them on the paper. I think I'll just do a portion of that, so I won't do that, but I will put, yeah, it should be there really. And then over here we'll have that one which is falling to pieces. Okay, so you can see there's a bit of colour there. I hope you can, I'm just gonna have a check. Yeah, it's a bit dark, but does that help? No, it does not. Let's leave it like that. Okay, I'll zoom in for you, or that might help. Okay, anyway, you will be able to see this next step, because I'm going to use this turquoise kind of coloured pastel, and I'm going to basically looking at the shapes outside the roses. So all I've done is sort of marked where they are. Leaving gaps for the stems. And yeah, it's just, you can see how quickly. So I'm looking at, basically looking at negative spaces. think I can actually get, there's another, no, I'm looking at negative spaces. You can see a bit more. Right. So I'm sort of there's one rose starting to come out there. Right. Could work around this one here, but I think I might come in from this side. Let's see about these. Because there's a bunch of petals and things on there. Now, from my angle, these two flowers are touching each other. So essentially I'm working on the background first, but because I put these red marks on, that kind of helped me place my composition. And there is a nice V in there. So basically now I'm paying attention to the outline of these flowers. And you can see just how quickly the pastel covers the paper as well. Okay, and then the other petal of that one. And I am sort of working with a lot of, you'll also see I am working with a lot of, I'm using the shape of the pastel and I'm using a lot of straight lines as well. So, I'll just put a little indicator of dark green down here because I want to indicate that's the edge of the glass vase there. And there's also, I can see, I'll put another dark line, green line here, which is, that is the water in the vase. Because I can see through the window here and there's a lavender and things out there, that's why I've chosen this colour. And it kind of just goes with the... I think I could continue to work around this rose here, the outside. But I think I'll leave it for a minute. So you can see this rose shape starting to appear and this one. And you can work on the outline around this one as well. But I think what I might do is put the center of this one is in shadow here because it's turned away from the light, and these are also quite a dark red color, so it's actually darker than this page. So if we take this page as a dark mid-tone, we're going to use this as the light, where the light falls on the petals, because they're quite bright there. So let's put some light in there. Now it's not going to be quite bright enough. Okay, so let's put some of that light up there. Which is why I brought this little, and there. But if that's a bit strong, you can smudge it off, this being pastel. Anyway, I just thought this was a nice, something a bit different. I know you might not have these materials, but they're not, as I said, Silks is open at the moment. So, and if you're not within the 5 kilometers, they will also do delivery. And you could also, to do this exercise, if you've collected the drawing kit, you could easily use the crayons included in there. You might want to break them in half. So what I'm doing here again is I'm looking at the shape of the rose, yes, but I'm looking at the shape, what's around it. Okay, I'll actually plug that all in, but I think you're gonna, and there's a, so if you imagine that's like an outline. Okay, I think we'll put some of the light on this one. It's quite bright, right there. There's a bright edge right down there inside it, and then so because this rose is such a deep red, really it's only you'd be surprised just how little of this you need. This petal is very dark as it's kind of going over, so I think I'll leave it. There are some lighter red bits in here, so I might use this slightly darker red. It's not going to stand up quite as much as the other one. So I'm just seeing where's the light where's the light directly hitting. Okay, some of that isn't quite direct light, it's more backlit. Now I have got this peach one because we're on the backs of these petals there is a bit of a peachy tone. I mean, if I felt like that was you can use red on top to soften it off. I'm also trying to keep this quite simple, so I'll put more up there. And now some of this background is really, really, really light. So like I've got a window frame there, if you could even bring some of that white in. And can you see how as I place the light, we'll put some of that around here as well. Because you can see these are really going to start coming out. Can you see that? Okay,